millennials. So you have a lot of pretty much young people
young
who come
adults.
see you and they talk about their parents.
They do talk about their parents. The good thing is that having a Haitian therapist who can understand the culture, you can understand and relate with them, see what they're talking about. Another thing that I saw in the past is paranoia. A lot of Haitians, you would probably say, okay, they're paranoid. So people who don't understand the culture, you can go, I won't see cat. Parce que ou ete la di ou pa manje nan men moun, parce que moun ap tuyo sou manje nan men moun, and you go to somebody that pa don mi lakay moun, moun ap pale sou mwen, so somebody else who doesn't understand the culture, they're gonna look at you like, something wrong with you, like, you crazy, like, you paranoid. So it's a good thing to actually have someone who understands the culture for you to work with them. So yeah, like a lot of people come in and they're older and their parents still treating them like their children. Like they have no say.
Well, that's your Haitian parents. Like, they wait to knock out you, but they're getting kind of done.
Yeah. They come with
behind them. Right. And you get the poor people that don't really see the conversation. And that's one thing too.
Listen, it starts from the top. And it will affect everything else. And that's why I try to tell people, they're like, oh, because of the word mental. But when you think about it, it's two words, mental health. So just like your physical health, your emotional health is important too. So you got to take care of it as a whole. So no matter how much it costs me, if I have to take care of myself, I will. Well, so I think it's important. So
you know what's funny too, because in a book called The Rabbit Effect by Dr. Kelly Harding, have you read that book?
I haven't read that book, but it's on my list now.
Oh well, she wrote that how we were loved as babies and children affects our mental health and physical health as adults.
That's true.
Yeah?
That's true. Attachment. There's something called the ghost in the nursery. So the ghost in the nursery? Yeah, the ghost in the nursery. Okay. So the ghost in the nursery just basically will tell you, like, you know how you have the mother with the child in the nursery and, like, you know, they're rocking the baby. So picture her mother in the nursery with her. So it's like a cycle. So how you were mothered, your type of attachment, the parenting style that you had, sometimes it just trickles down to your child. So sometimes we have to realize, okay, what's affecting the way I am? What's affecting how I am as a parent, how I am as a person? What is it? Because if you don't see the pattern and if you don't figure out what the root cause is, you can never, fix it. It's good to know the root cause. Like attachment styles are really important to know. Like, what kind of attachment style did I have? What kind of parenting style did my parents use on me? It affects, it shapes you. It shapes you.
So does that, I'm pretty sure that affects us with our own relationship as well, right?
Yeah, like for example, and I talk to a lot of like my friends about this, like when it comes to like the attachment, the parenting styles with Haitians, like I know it's not for every Haitian because some people are like, wait, it's not every Haitian, it ain't happening in my household, but just like overall, like you are not taught to be independent. You're taught to be dependent and to stay at home. Like, come on now.
Oui. Don't say like, people that 40 ans, 50 ans, 30 years old still living at their mama's house.
Because that's what you're taught. So
from do we? Because one thing my mom teaching me is like, when I talk to women, they like, oh yeah, I stay with my parents' house, they're waiting for a man to come take them out of their parents' house. And to me, I've always found that weird because pour me, just like you need a man that got his own shit going on, like, oh yeah, maison qui gen Kylie by his side. Oh yo, who so penser like us garçons nous pas vouloir femme qui gen Kylie too? Because you don't even know how it is to live by yourself.
No.
Like, l'aurait été pour contrer bouton dans bruit dans à 2h du matin. It's a different feeling when you got a man there and you hear a noise.
Yeah.
So you need to living by yourself needs to be a priority too.
I think so. You need to teach your daughters, your son how to be independent.
Right.
Yeah, if you have a spouse, okay, you guys complement each other, you help each other. But the way because for me, I've been married 10 years, what I have to do to be a wife, how to be an adult.
Right.
Now I'm learning how to be an adult. Like, and I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, that's because I was taught to depend on my parents. I wasn't taught how to live outside of the home. So that's why I'm doing it differently for my kids now. Yeah, they're still young, but I'm teaching them how to be independent.
And how do you do that?
Like my grandma, mette manger dans bouche li. The boy's 7 years old.
Right.
This happened like 2 days ago. Oh, so pas mette manger dans bouche li, pas manger. I'm like, listen, grandma, like, he's 7 years old. If he's sick, I understand.
No.
But
like,
that's what she told me.
Right. No, but I see my mom, grandmas are the worst. Because you know they want a baby. Yeah, no, they do that. They want some shit like me. Go garçon quoi. Ils vont jouer PlayStation comme ça. Et ils vont là avec ton qui est dans les filles.
Nah. No, ça pas faire ça.
Yeah.
Parce que besoin for when he is, you know, when they're out of the house, they're able to survive without me.
Is it a boy? He was doing that to your son, right?
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, we always get it better though.
Yeah.
You're traité de petit garçon, you're bien.
What's that?
Yeah, we like kings.
If we. That's another thing I couldn't stand.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. They treated your brother even better.
Oh, he's the baby. Yeah.
Yeah? They made it be good?
No, he is the baby, but still.
Baby. Yeah.
But
the
still.
fact that he's a boy.
Even with like our spouses, like my sister's boyfriends, my husband, he comes over, oh, bye manger. Oh, I make manger pour lui. I'm like, I'm hungry too.
But let's talk about this though. So that's grandma saying that, right?
Grandma, my mom.
But they grew up in a different generation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand that and I respect that too.
Okay.
That's true.
But so how, as a therapist, how do you cope with that? Because you want to get les grands-mères appelées, c'est un garçon, les mises viennent là, il faut plat manger, faut dire on boit, sauce pois on boit, banane on boit. There's that standard. From the way tu dis ça, va faire comme ça.
Ah, pas vrai, quelqu'un qui toujours fait ça. Va dire ça. Quelqu'un qui toujours fait ça. Va dire ça.
Okay.
Quelqu'un qui toujours fait ça. Because I like to cook, but since I'm raising kids, building a business, we do it together. We try to compromise. But still, when you say how do I cope with that, I understand. That's why you have to have somebody who's culturally competent. It's really important to have somebody who understands the culture. See, there are some things that I'm not gonna take with me, but there's some good things about the culture.
Right.
So I understand in their generation that's how they did it, but I know for me that's not the narrative that I'm going to live.
Okay.
I'm changing the narrative.
Okay.
I'll keep what's good about my culture because I love my culture. Like, let me do women. I love that food. So, but I talk to them since they already. I'm going to say they already know. Like if they say something, like I'm just not like I'm gonna challenge it in a disrespectful way. Like I'm happy now. Back then, no, you couldn't do that. But now my parents, they allow you to challenge them in a respectful way. Because I asked them questions like, why do you do that? Like, why do you do certain things? Because I want to learn about my culture still.
Right. And sometimes they don't even know. It's just how they were raised.
Oh my gosh, yes. Because my dad has told me, so I'm like, so why do we make it the norm?
Right. Besides you.
He just look at me. I'm like, well, that's not how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And that's it.